Alright guys, what is up? This is Jake360 here. This is going to be the first video that I'm pretty much ever done for you guys. This is a total brand new channel. I know this introductory video is going to be just a garage tour, but I want to start off kind of by saying that this video is a little bit more than that to me. I'm planning on starting out this channel. Obviously, I chose 360 because I'm going to do a whole lot more than gameplays. I can do a lot of different things for you guys, tech reviews. I can go over the PC building process. I can showcase my PC to you guys. We can do even a bit of like retro gaming and stuff. Aside from PC, I do consoles well. I have an Xbox One. I also have an RGH Xbox 360, which is pretty cool. I'll have to show you guys that sometime in another video. I'm gonna do a lot of different things on this channel, guys. It's tough to kind of sum it all up to one thing, but I'm gonna kind of do a whole lot of different things with the video. I basically wanted to start this channel just because I've always watched a lot of different YouTube videos growing up. I mean, everything from like Doug DeMiro, like car review videos to, I mean, even gameplays from anybody, and I've a lot of tech channels that I love too. So I'm gonna try to kind of make this channel as much as I can to kind of keep things not really geared in one particular way, but to kind of showcase you guys for everything. But let's narrow it down just to this particular video. So we're going to start it off on basement level 2. I believe this is a 6-level garage, and I have kind of a different arrangement of stuff, but I'm only really going to show you guys 2 and 3. That's kind of where I keep my most valuable cars. 1 is just mostly like for my club to move out all different types of stuff. I have 2 different vehicles. I think I have the smaller option, and then there's a much bigger, like kind of like the 18-wheeler option. I have that one as well, but I don't really think that's worth going over, you guys. So I think we're going to start here. Obviously, you guys know a Presser Mark II. I'm probably not going to take that one out because I really didn't really do much to it, but we'll start right over here. The Albany Virgo muscle car. We'll take this one out of the garage so you can see it a little bit for you guys. As you guys can see, got it on definitely aftermarket rims. Did the gloss black. I got limo tint on it. You see that's kind of a common theme with a lot of the cars. I definitely got dark tint on pretty much all my cars in GTA, I'd say. Mainly because in upstate New York, we're not really allowed to have dark tint on our cars. I'm thinking about maybe doing a tint job in my car when I get my inspection redone, but that'll be in a way later video for you guys. So as you can kind of see, I'll show you guys the interior here. Not that custom. This is not really a Benny's car. I do have a lot of Benny's, so you have to stay put definitely for the rest of the video because I'm going to go over a lot of different Benny stuff. But show you guys the high beams. Definitely did the Xeon upgrade in this, as you guys can see. Not a whole lot to see with this car, pretty much. Definitely one of the better sounding cars. I mean, here I'll go over to the settings for you guys quick. Go to the audio, and I'll turn up the SFX a little. Turn up the SFX for you guys a little bit so you can hear it. This car actually sounds pretty good, and it has a pretty decent 0 to 60. I mean, obviously, it being a muscle car, you're not going to see the same 0 to 60 levels that you would see on a sports car. This game is not all that realistic in that part. You know, it's not going to have as higher numbers as some of the other ones would. But if I for if I were to go through each and every car for you guys, and I was to show you guys like the 0 to 60s and stuff, that would have to be another video. If you guys want to see something like that, just let me know in the comments and we can totally work on it. I'm going to try to keep this video not necessarily as short as I can, but I don't want to make it like last absolutely forever for you guys. But moving on to the next car, one of my personal favorites here. As you guys can see, this is not exactly stock. It's the Wallard Fiction. Let's see if I can get the rest of the name quick of the car here. Yep, the Wallard Faction, excuse me, the Wallard Faction custom, as you guys can hear it, quite the exhaust note on this one. Obviously, we got it jacked up about as high as we can, sitting on pretty much 24s, As you guys can see, we got the Zebra. This is definitely a Benny's customized car. One of my personal favorites, I'd have to say, for you guys. Going to the exterior, as you guys can see, zebra print exterior. Like I said, you're going to see common themes with the limo tint, the Xeon headlights. I kind of did those upgrades on all my cars, but that's not really what you guys want to see. With the interior for you guys, I went with just like a white on black leather. I stuck with the padding too to kind of do the trim, and the same thing as I did the seats. Uh, as you guys can see, custom gauges. I stuck with kind of like mixing the leather with the wood grain look. Definitely lucky die gear shifter, white leather steering wheel. It's pretty nice ride. T-top, you guys can see, definitely keeping it old school on this one. Like I said, one of the much louder exhaust notes of probably all the cars that I own. You wouldn't really expect it coming from something like this, but you guys can see the customized exhaust on this thing. It's pretty loud. You guys can hear it. I'll do a little burnout right in front of the garage so you guys can hear. Yeah, definitely, probably, honestly, louder than most of the other sports cars I got. So we'll head back into 2 here, move on to the next car. I don't want to keep you guys waiting a million years to go through each and every one of these and have a 45-minute video for the first one. So now we're going to kind of take a look at some more classics. As you guys can see, definitely more Benny's cars. D-Class Tornado Custom. Let's go right in through to this. So as you guys can see, if you watched the beginning of this video, this was the car that I ran the intro with. Convertible, as you guys can see, we'll go into that more. So we definitely got the hydros on this bad boy. It's sitting on about probably 18, 20-inch set. I got the gold spoke rims. The thinner white wall tires on it. Definitely got the white exterior with the blue pinstripes. Got the blue LEDs to match on the bottom. Phenomenal car. Beautiful. Something I would totally love to own in person. Absolutely adore the look of these type of cars. I mean, just such beauty in these things, honestly, guys. So, right inside, as you guys can see, kind of went with the really old school white and black leather, kind of supposed to accent what I had going on with the exterior a little bit different. It got a little bit of the zebra print going on the roof. Limo tints, obviously, you guys can tell. We definitely have the blue pinstriping as a common theme in this car. We got it going on in the interior as well. We have the what appears to be a revolver. That's what we got as the gear shifter in this bad boy, and then our friend Steve over there, the bobblehead. Alright guys, so we'll drop the top quick so you guys can see. Just hit H, drops all the windows. Roof goes right down into its own thing, all automatic. As you guys can see, we got the East Side logo hanging out back there. And that'll pretty much sum it up for this car. Nothing too crazy engine-wise on this thing. I mean, honestly, it's not really meant to be a quick car. Do a little hop for you guys so you can see. Bring it back down low here. It's not necessarily supposed to be a quick car. That wasn't really the objective with something like this. I just kind of wanted to make something that would be a real classic. And I love the Voodoos. They're such awesome bases for customizing cars. So, moving on. We got the Voodoo Custom, a little bit different than the Tornado, as you guys can see. The look is quite a bit different. This is more of like a older Impala, maybe like a mid-60s, kind of, as you guys will come to follow if you follow the YouTube channel. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of different things. One of my dream cars, definitely a 64 Impala. Something a lot like this, but I'd like to do the 4-door personally. But as you guys can see, we mixed it up with the colors on this. We got kind of like a Vagos type color going on with it. We got about roughly a gold base color with a red, blue. We got even like a little bit of like a green and black kind of pinstriping going on. Again, a little bit with the blue pinstripe. We got the the gold LEDs to match at the bottom. Again, we got it on about 20-inch gold rims just to match. We kept the gold going on as well, the interior trim, with a little bit of like a white carbon fiber. One of my favorite gauges out of all the cars is probably in this one. Really cool design on the gauges with the skulls. I love what they did. Of course, we got the bobblehead again there in the center, and the Pibwiser shifter knob, which I thought was just absolutely awesome. And then like these older Impalas have the gauges. I'll see if I can pull up a picture for you guys and put it on the screen right now. Kind of if you guys are familiar with the interior of like one of these early model Impalas looks like. It's a really good match what they made, honestly, and it's a beautiful, beautiful car. But that's about all to see with this one. Again, with a lot of these, like the Voodoo, the Tornado, they're not really going to be quite the show when it comes to really the engine. They're not supposed to really be anything all that crazy. But we're going to head back into the garage here. Back into level 2. And we'll see. If you guys want to see some other GTA videos, I mean, definitely let me know. I don't play this game as often as I used to, but I still do play the game at least every so often. I could do like money making tutorials for you guys and help you. But we're going to move over to the first row of vehicles here. We got the Sabre Turbo, one of the 2 Sabres that I own. Very customized, not a Benny's car by any means, but it is very customized. We got it sitting on maybe 20-inch, 22s even, pushing it a little bit. Just all black racing rims with the atomic wheels. We got the red calipers. It looks so good, honestly, guys. And then the exhaust coming out the side there. This one also makes a pretty good amount of noise for some of the cars that I own. I'd say probably the second loudest compared to the first one that we saw earlier. As you guys can see, we got the blower coming out of the front of the hood, looking really good. Pretty basic, carbon fiber, leather interior, nothing too custom. Like I said, it's not a Benny's car, so can't really do that much with it necessarily compared to some of those cars. They give you much better customization by far compared to anything you could do over at the Pay and Spray. So we'll head back into level 2. That's weird. Oh, am I not supposed to go into 2? Alright guys, so we're back in the garage. We're heading over to the second car. As you guys can see, we're at about a 2008 to 2010 Mustang is kind of like what we're talking about, a model after even. Maybe a little bit earlier than that, right around the mid-2000s, I would say. The Vapid Ellie is the GTA name for the car. Pretty good exhaust tone on this, probably number 3 for what we've heard. If not, maybe beating the other one that we just heard for level 2, because it sounds pretty good when we're picking up. I'll just run up the hill quick so you guys can hear it. Yeah, as you guys can hear, the turbo definitely spitting a little bit there. It sounds pretty good. Just a really basic set of stock rims on this. Nothing too crazy. We got the red exterior. One thing I love about this car, probably one of the only muscle cars I have, that if you're sitting in the interior, you're running the motor, it sounds just like it should for the year. It even sounds like a little bit older, like some of those big blocks did. If you're just sitting in the interior, like just idle, it just sounds so nice. And you guys can hear, I'll give it a little rev up here. It just sounds so powerful from the inside. I really, really wish that Rockstar made it so that like some of these cars, if you soup them up enough, could compete with some of the faster cars, because I guarantee this would smoke them if we could really upgrade it so much further. But we'll head back into the garage here and we'll move on to the next one for you guys. Also, if you guys would like to see some vlog videos, let me know. I really want to make a vlog. I think I'm going to maybe do that as like my 3rd video. Expect to see a couple other surprise videos coming out on the channel. But this one, it's going to be the Dun Dreamy Vertigo Custom. Kind of a little bit different from what you guys have seen before. We kind of went all out with the stereo in this one. As you guys can see, just pretty much a white exterior. We got the 20-inch roughly spoked up rims, white walls to match, because you got to have it on an older car like this. Interior is where this car really shines, though. As you guys can see, we got the red velvet and black going on, all on the trim, the black and the red velvet seats. We got the red skulls to match. I know you guys, the steering wheel's in the way right now, so you guys can't see the gauges that well. Lucky 8 ball, again, on the shift knob. Back here, as you guys can see, we got all 5 of our probably pretty close to 20-inch car speakers wired up. As you guys can see, this guy's snapping a photo. The ride's so dope, he can't help himself. But yeah, as you guys can see, that's pretty much the main attraction on this thing. Again, we got the red LEDs to contrast for the red velvet interior we got going on. Pretty good exhaust note on this thing too, honestly. You wouldn't expect it to sound as good as it does. That guy needs to watch out, he almost got crushed. But we'll head back into the garage here and move on to the next one for you guys. Alright, so moving forward here, guys, we are going to have the Enos Stafford. Nothing really too special with this. I really fell in love with the design. I mean, you don't really see cars like this a whole lot come up that are for sale. There's not that many models that really have a similar really old school look like this does, and I just kind of fell in love with it. So I had to go with the ice white on the exterior, definitely. Keep it kind of just like looking really clean, like something you could just pull up to the club with, and you get some respect with this car. It's not like a Bugatti or a Ferrari that everyone could buy. It would take a little bit of class to own something like this. So as you guys can see, I went with the full-size white walls on this. Just pretty much the standard, standard rims. We didn't go too crazy with the rims on this. Nice exhaust note from the start with this car too. It's nothing really customized, but it's nice. Leather seats, wood trim all the way around, as you guys can see, kind of like the Rolls-Royce wood going on in the interior here. Just a basic gauge cluster, but it looks really nice and it contrasts itself, and definitely one of the cleanest cars that I own, I'd say. Again, not really a Benny's car by any means, but it is really nice. And this car actually has a pretty good acceleration for the size of it. You wouldn't think the acceleration would be as good as it is. But we'll move on again here for you guys. Keep it coming. Again, we're going to see the Sabre. This Sabre, though, is probably my favorite of all the ones that I own. This one is the most custom that I've probably ever done one of the cars before. So as you guys can see, we got the ice white going on. Definitely beautiful look. Got the lime green roof going on with the design, and then the pinstriping cross on the trunk just looks absolutely phenomenal. Just absolutely beautiful. 550 Ci, a Sabre in the back. Got the LED tail lights, Xeon headlights. You got the dual chrome exhaust on the back. Love the rims on this car. Sitting on probably about 20-inch gold rims. Looking beautiful with the little thick of a white wall just to kind of accent the interior that we got going on here. As you guys can see, we got the yellow LEDs under the car for the neon. We went with kind of like a snakeskin look going on for the interior. That's kind of what we did the trim, and then a mix of the white and black leather in the seats as well. As you guys can see, we got the revolver shift knob again going on in this, and just a white leather steering wheel. We got the blower going on in the front, and a pretty nice exhaust tone to this thing. And this is probably a car that I would take out like to do missions and stuff. It still picks up, so it stays, it keeps its pace with the other cars. Let's just say that. It's definitely not slow by any means, and it's still really fun to drive. That's a big part of it, is it has to be enjoyable, honestly. I wouldn't own any of these cars, guys, just to, like, show them off. I mean, I think that would be pretty stupid. I really try to get out and drive them all. So we're going to move on to floor 3. This will be the final one that we're going to do. I don't want to make this video absolutely forever for you guys, but we'll make it a little ways. So we will start with the back row. As you guys can see, you're probably familiar with the Skyline. I tried to design it pretty much as accurate as I could to what Paul Walker had in the Fast and Furious series. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. Absolutely adored him. Phenomenal. I loved the series so much. One of my favorite actors of all time, definitely, without a doubt. So moving to the inside of it, yeah, I love the startup noise. Oh, one of the best. Definitely one of the best. For level 3, this is probably the best sounding car that I definitely have by all means. So, see, I don't know why it didn't let me start it up, but it wouldn't let me take it out of the garage. Let's try it again. Weird. Sometimes it'll do that and it'll glitch for a minute. Weird. Maybe we're just not going to be able to drive this one, guys. Huh. I guess we're not going to be able to take this for a spin, but as you guys can hear, beautiful exhaust tone. Like I said, we kept it pretty simple with the design to pretty much imitate what Paul Walker had going on. I didn't watch any of those like, oh, similar to how to make a Skyline look like Paul Walker's. I kind of just did my own thing. I pulled up a picture on my second monitor of what Paul Walker's look like from the series, and I pretty much did it as close as I could to the picture. So as you guys can see, we got it sitting on about a set of 20-inch, just silver racing rims, nothing too crazy special going on. Nice exterior with the big wing. Let's move on to the interior here. As you guys can see, I kind of kept the dash a lot different than what he did. I went with a futuristic dash. I just think with a car like this, it just kind of fit a little bit. Futuristic steering wheel, futuristic dash. We went with the carbon fiber on both the doors and the black leather seats on the inside. Definitely went a little bit crazy with the interior, but I just think I had to spice it up, give it kind of my own touch to the car. Beautiful car. Definitely one of the ones that I take out of the garage the most. Moving on, Vapid Slam Van. This thing is absolutely sweet, guys. I can't express that enough. Awesome truck. Probably the only truck I've ever owned in GTA Online, and I've customized the absolute hell out of it. As you guys can see in the back, we got the whole system for the hydraulics. I'm not able to show you that right now because for some reason it's not letting me take these cars out of my garage, but we'll just keep them in there. Black exterior, blue pinstripe flames on the front, pinstriping going on. It looks awesome, guys. Again, sitting on about a set of 20-inch, just chrome rims. Got the dual exhaust coming out of the back. Sounds really good. Probably the second best sounding, honestly, compared to the Skyline, guys. As you guys can see, we just got the wood bed. Moving on to the interior, definitely a Benny's car. Got the chain link going on the steering wheel. Just a nice set of like older gauges to kind of fit the year of the car with the eyeball shifter. I thought that was pretty cool, and just like the bucket type seats that we go in a pickup like this. Nothing really fancy, guys. More of a car show type truck is kind of the design I was going for. This thing actually took me by surprise. When I saw this car was up for sale, I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta get this thing." I mean, just look at the exterior of this thing, guys. Absolutely crazy. Went all out with it on the custom skulls all the way around. Got it sitting on about a set of 20-inch $ gold rims, just because why not with this thing, honestly. Minivan custom, as you guys can see, that's the official title for it. We got the pink LEDs around the bottom of it. Lots and lots of speakers in this thing, guys. I mean, this thing's probably rocking over 50 speakers, and it's got at least 5 or 6 subs in it. Massive, massive deck in the center, touchscreen. We went with the pretty much just a really basic silver carbon fiber around the interior, and just some nice leather seats to fit the front. Just, comfy for driving in. We got the skull gauges going on, kind of like a yellowish type color we got going on there, just to outline the speakers in it to make the interior pop a little bit. But that's about it for the minivan, guys. Just kind of went all out in this thing. Really fun car to take off and drive around by far. We got the Moonbeam Custom over here, another one of the kind of cars that I just kind of went all out with and just really tried to get creative with it. We went with the all black exterior, and then we went for the second primary, the I think it was the ice white, and then we did the blue pinstriping all the way around. Looks so good. Insane subsystem in the back, insane speakers in the front. I went with about the 20-inch gold rims you kind of saw that were similar to the Saver, but instead of doing the white walls, I decided to go with the blue walls to try to just comment on what the exterior of the car was so it all matched. I didn't want anything looking out of place. We got white leather and black leather going on for the seats. Insane speakers again, guys. Probably looking like over 25 speakers in this thing. Again, like we just saw with the minivan, we got the upgraded deck going on. Skull gauges. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Beautiful van. If I was to ever drive a van in my life, one of these two have to be the van, without a doubt. What you guys are going to see over here, keeping it really, really, really original. I believe the Turismo was introduced... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Grand Theft Auto 3 that it was. If not, it was 4. Maybe even before that, because I remember in San Andreas they had it too. But as you guys can see, kind of went with the lime green, and then I went with the black stripe down the center of it. Just pretty much a low profile spoiler, nothing too crazy, just kind of like double line, nothing too insane. Atomic wheels on it, the red calipers, just a nice set of just chrome racing rims. I just didn't want to go too crazy with this thing just because it's beautiful the way it is. Just went with the blue neon kit in it. Leather interior, kind of stitched like Lambos kind of are with the Grotti logo there, looking really, really nice. Just a nice set of very visible gauges. You're really going to want to be able to check your speed in this thing because it moves, and it's just such a beautiful car. Always has been one of my favorites in all the original Grand Theft Autos. Had to cop it when it was available on here. So now, kind of just, oh man, that exhaust note. Oh, so, so nice. We got the Dominator here for you guys. Beautiful exhaust note. Third best of the garage without a doubt. Maybe even second compared to that truck. But I can't really get revs going for you guys because I can't seem to get the vehicles out of here right now for some reason. But as you guys can see, we went with the all black exterior. A little bit of gray going on with the stripe, which isn't followed through the roof. We just kind of went with like a carbon fiber roof, so didn't really do it. But it is continued on the like the side skirts. You got it going on in the rear and the front bumper as well. Just the red calipers again and some silver rims. Back with the interior, we got the phone mount there. Pretty much just your basic, you know what I mean, carbon fiber leather interior. Nothing really too crazy with this thing other than just the fact that it's really, really fun to drive. I mean, hey, you guys can tell me what you want to see in the next couple of videos, but I would love to take some of these cars out and show you guys how they perform. But doing that in this video, it would just make it way too long. So moving on again, we got the Gallivanter Baller LE. Armored. There's a lot of different really armored cars you can get in this game, but this one is not armored to the teeth, but it's really, really fun. And that's the one thing you won't get out of a lot of the other armored cars is this is fun to drive. It's really stylish, you know. It's got the Range Rover look to it, but it can still definitely hold in a gunfight. This will not fail you guys. I mean, up against a tank, you're probably going to lose, but against anything else, you stand a chance. We got the Atomic all-terrain wheels on this thing. It can really handle off-roading. The red calipers and just the black rims, white exterior, the black trim around. Just went with a black carbon fiber interior. Nothing really too crazy in this thing, but it's nice to have a car that's armored, yes, but not really armored to the teeth, so it's still fun to drive, to get out there. Sometimes if I'm doing a mission or something, I'll definitely select that car. Just a fun one. This car, the Hijack Rooston, is so small. I mean, this car just is like a tenth of the size of all the other cars I own. But it is so much fun and so fast to drive. As you guys can see, we got no roof going on. Definitely got the spider on this one. We got a very, very dark blue exterior with kind of like a black going on between like the rear bumper, front bumper. Got like the side skirts going on. Got the racing seats in this. Got the digital dash all the way with the speedometer. This thing performs like hell. I mean, so well. I will have to take this out. If you guys want to see another video on that, please let me know in the comments anything you guys want to see, and I'll definitely have to take it out and show you guys. But as you guys can see, we got the exhaust on this one. Really good exhaust note. Probably the fourth best that I have. I'm surprised it's not better than it is given the look of the car. You'd think it is, but then again, not everything you think is how it is in GTA Online. It's not exactly a real-life simulator. But anyway, I kind of did a little bit of design on the exhaust too to kind of match the exterior look, and then like the mint green going on with the neon kit. So we'll move on to our final car for you guys right here. This is going to be the Protogen Italy GTB Custom, one of my favorite sports cars by far. Great exhaust note. Probably going to have to replace the one we just reviewed for the fourth. It's got a great sound to it. We got the gloss black exterior going on with the red stripe going all the way through. I love how it connects from the front of the car to the back. I think that's such a good look on this thing. It just gives it such a mean look from the front, guys. I mean, it literally looks like it has horns. I love the look. Love the look. Definitely a Benny's custom on this. We kind of went all out. Got the number 12 going on all the way around. Very, very, very aggressive spoiler on this thing. As you guys can see, we have the digital dash again. Just carbon fiber with the mint green racing belts to kind of offset the interior a little bit and give it a cool look. And then we got the gold underglow going on the LEDs. Guys, this video is probably going to be a pretty decent length now that we're all said and done. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of different kinds of videos, so don't expect to just see GTA videos. But if you guys want to see more, just gameplays in general, other games, anything at all you guys want to see happen on this channel, definitely give me a shout in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I totally want to give you guys more content, and I'll go into my life a little bit more on this channel too if you guys kind of want to get personal with me. I'm willing to go to some degree, not a whole lot yet, but I'll definitely open up about some things. Currently, I'm a college student. I'm enrolled in criminal justice, and I am trying to be a state trooper. Basically, is what I'm shooting to do currently. It's about, I'd say, halfway through the first semester so far, so I'm not too far into it yet. But between that, I'm still working 30 plus hours a week. I work at a local grocery store right now, so I'm doing that on top of everything else. So if I don't get a whole lot of content out to you guys, that's why. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Uh, I'm also going to say this. This is not by any means supposed to be like a bragging video. I'm really not trying to compare my garage to other YouTubers. I know that I don't have the same amount of money on this game that a lot of them do, or the time, really, frankly, to build a really, really crazy garage. But I know I have some cool cars, and I really wanted to show it off to you guys. Give some opinions on what you think. If you guys see any cars or know of any cars that you want me to see me add to the garages, I definitely can do that. But I'm going to have to wrap this up for you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.